Guys, this is not a shock to you, right? We're all still here! This is day, I think, 4 of us just consistently mining here. With most of us being AFK. Oh yeah. Thank you, Channel, for the light. That's nice. Even though we didn't even need it. But you know what? It is appreciated. Anyway, that is besides the point. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to potentially mute that. Oh, wait, right. I could just mute it via here. Right. Understandable. Understandable. Okay, now we can mute it. Anyway, the real reason we're here is this. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back to Legos Island. It is Saturday, February 11th of 2023. Although technically, speaking of 2018, it'll be the 5-year anniversary of the 2018 Valentine's Day party on February 12th. So that's like 1 day away. That's absolutely insane that this one starts the day before that one. Anyway, that is besides the point. Let's get into the event. As I explained in the past, this is a much smaller party compared to the year prior. You can tell there is definitely less decoration. Anyway, this party lasts from February 11th to the 18th. As we can also see up there. Anyway, that is super cool. And with that being said, let's jump into it. Starting off with the port, we can already collect our first item. In fact, every day leading up to Valentine's Day, there are 2 items. So we'll be able to collect 2 items in this video. The Valentine's Day 2023 hat. Let's put it on. And that is how the hat looks. We'll also be able to collect the shirt as well in this video. And then that's it. Anyway, let's jump into it, starting off again with the port. As you can see, it is much smaller scale compared to the year prior, as it was basically all red. I think there was flower bushes everywhere. Holy frick. There are still so many. Anyway, that is besides the point. Hopefully I'm not gonna pull that up again. My god, it's nuts how many people are still there. Of course, it's mostly new people every day, so that's as expected. Anyway, hopefully I don't pull that up again. Or just bring that up. Let's actually stay focused on this. It's just too exciting down there, honestly. I'm glad I got into it very early on. Now, with that being said, as you can see, there are flowers literally everywhere, or just rose bushes everywhere. This is a little inspiration from the ZL2 one. So prepare to see a lot of that here as well. One thing that isn't from that party is this, the amethyst path. Now, why is this here? And most importantly, you may notice a completely new type of heart, the amethyst hearts. Well, I had to come up with another new one at some point. Yeah, see, I know. You can see like 3 of them in the background. Alongside there too. Holy frick. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to get rid of the snow, but I wanted to do it just a bit. You may notice a ton of the snow is still here, which proves I technically wasn't lying. But I wanted to do at least just some of it. Just some. Not all of it, of course. As, of course, I said that I wouldn't do that. Now, ultimately, I realized I should have updated this path. Of course, there goes that tradition again, where I have to purposely fix stuff. Dang it, when will we ever get one event tour video where I don't have to do that? That would be nice. I thought it would be this one. That should be the only thing. I'm going to regret saying that later. As always. I always do. And maybe for once, that probably might not be possible. That might not happen. I guess we'll find out as we go through this. And yes, I know what you're thinking. We'll get up to there in a minute. I just want to tour this part by myself, and then we'll go get a dog. Or just two. Actually, for the sake of it, since it isn't an event tour, we'll do 3, actually. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the port, guys? The hearts were like a last-minute addition. And the balcony, I think, was actually the last place I actually decorated before filming, because I realized I didn't decorate it. Now, the subways aren't updated. I wasn't up to doing that. And I actually wasn't planning to do those. I know, it's kind of tradition to have the subways decorated, but besides that, there's really no other way to still be here in the port, because that's literally it for the room. Just the area. Either way, I do love all these rose bushes. They look really beautiful. You know what? Frick it, let's put one in the middle. That's much better. Yeah, let's put one in the middle for no reason. Now, that's really cool. Prepare to see these things everywhere, by the way. That includes the rose bushes. Yep, prepare to see these things everywhere. Those 2 things. Anyway, all of the items are located in the said rooms that the crates were in. As you probably would have guessed. Anyway, we are done with the port now. There is no other decorations in here outside of basically everything I just showed you within the last almost 7 minutes. So yeah, we can get out of here now and make our way up to the balcony where we will go get a dog. Before we do that, we will go ahead and tour the balcony first before we go get a dog. Anyway, you may notice most of these colors are actually the ones from the 2018 party. Now, why is this? Well, again, this year is 5 years since the first Valentine's Day party, so why not just a little callback to that party? Also, it was just announced that the 2018 Valentine's Day party we'll be going back to in next year's Operation Legos Island. I know, announcing that a year early. God dang it. But it was announced, actually, by Cool Guy 33. Anyway, we have a magenta and red heart up here, alongside an amethyst heart. That is super cool. Anyway, with that being said, what are your thoughts on the balcony? And now, finally, let's get a dog. Hey! We got one of his predictions! Valentine. Perfect. Rez, Jack Lantern, and Valentine. Okay, I think all 3 of those guys are alive. Let me go check. Also, I'm going to get these off camera since I don't want to spoil the pet cemetery. Okay, so Valentine was the only one not to be alive out of the 3, but that's fine. At least I didn't have to respawn all 3. Anyway, let's go into my cave. And this is how it looked for the said party. It looks really beautiful. You can definitely tell this is way smaller compared to the year prior. I mean, just look at it. There are so much less decorations in here. You can... So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, I know. You can clearly tell a lot of these rooms are small. Anyway, let's continue. So, point remains is, yeah, if you're curious why I just didn't do anything, I was just replying to Cool Cat 33 about something. Anyway, yeah, that can explain why I wasn't doing anything. For like probably 10 seconds. Anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, dang. This looks really cool, honestly. I think I did a great job. This was the first thing I did in here. So, what are your thoughts? Comment down below and tell me what you think of this room. With that being said, the event room is, well, not decorated. Yeah, I know. What a surprise, actually. I think this is the first Valentine's Day party, I think, not to decorate the event room. Unless I'm wrong with 2021, of course. If so, then let's move on to the lodge, as that is next. And is also where we'll get our next item. As you guys can see, the lodge is decorated. Only on the outside, of course. Yep, it is only decorated on the outside. The inside is not decorated. Mainly because it's already pretty freaking decorated in there to begin with. With all the winter stuff. Which will be gone in around 3 weeks. It will change back to the regular lodge design. Yes, we are getting closer and closer to that. Just wait until it turns March to do that. Since that seems more appropriate. Anyway, let's go get our next item. Which I wasn't kidding. 2 items per day in this party. Which is really sweet. Let's put on the shirt. That is the Valentine's Day 2023 shirt. That's how it looks. It looks really beautiful, honestly. I did purple armor just because, well, I wanted to represent the amethyst hearts. Now, why did I get this idea? Simply put, I don't know. I had to think of another random Valentine's Day color that wasn't, you know, not related. Anyway, that's something I should have done in ZL2, but I didn't think of the idea at the time. So, rip. Anyway, yeah, you can definitely tell this is a lot more downscaled compared to the year prior. You can clearly tell. If you watch the 2022 Valentine's Day party video and then go to this one, you'll definitely notice. And I was not joking when I said that that was actually going to, you know, be legit. Because I was not joking when I said that I actually wanted to downscale. But anyway, that is besides the point. But yeah, we have the rose bushes basically everywhere, as you can see. It's really, really crazy. And that's genuinely it. Oh. Forgot to do that. Oh, and let me update the stairs again. Ah, yes, another thing I still needed to update. Oh, see? I told you it was going to come to me later, that I would have to do it again. I'll keep these in my inventory just in case we need to do it again. Anyway, that is it for the lodge. Not really much else to say outside of having all the heart colors except for magenta. Which you may have noticed. Going on to the blacksmith shop, there is no item here, but there is in the resort. But as of now, we can no longer collect any items because the next 2 unlock on the 12th. And the next episode's on the 13th, so we're going to be collecting 4 items that episode to accommodate those 2 days. Anyway, that is besides the point. You probably saw these 3 hearts right here in the background when we were over there. And that is clearly because that is exactly what was over here. There are the 3 iconic Valentine's Day hearts, of course. But that's besides the point. But actually, now that I think about it, I want to do it. I know. I keep adding stuff. And I know what you're thinking. It's going to already take forever to clean up. Why do I bother? Because it's cool. Adding stuff like this is actually really cool. That looks really cool. I like that, actually. Actually, I'll keep it in my inventory just in case I want to do any more. But I feel, yeah, that is way better. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, you may notice that there are still a ton of these rose bushes all over the place. Now, I know this path kind of blends into here, which, if you're curious, this is not decorated. Normally, this place is never decorated. Unless it's like Halloween or Christmas or something. Speaking of which, if you're curious, in here is also not updated, except for the fact that I never changed the bed back after the Maze anniversary. See? I told you it was gonna happen. I told you I would have to fix things in this video. It's always happening. It's tradition. Like every time. Okay, I'll shut up about that now. Let's hope. No, like seriously, I will shut up about that now. I will. Like, I promise. Let's actually, get back to what we're doing. Anyway, that is mainly it for this room. But, with that being said, this is great. It looks really cool. And this is honestly, I think, just the amount of decorations I need to put in this room anyway. I mean, it already looks really good. Anyway, let's do the resort. Because that is actually next. Yep. By having all this white up here, you can tell this was not touched that much. Or at least for the most part. You see, we do have the item over here, which is the Valentine's Day 2023 pants. But it is unlocked on February 12th. And as of recording this video, it is February 11th at 9:57 p.m. How the heck is it that late already? I thought it was way earlier. Anyway, that's besides the point. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get this EL free tonight because of how long it took for me to make this party. Speaking of which, I did start making this party a night in advance, by the way. That probably is not a shock to any of you, considering I told you at the beginning of the year that I would actually do that. Like, I'm not joking. I think, tell you guys at the beginning of the year that I think I was going to start doing that. And I kept my promise again. It still took this long, considering, well, number one, there were updates on this game earlier, so that can explain why some of my time was cut out for that. How many coins do we have? Holy frick! Almost 52,000. I know, I thought it was going to be done bringing that up for the rest of the video, but, hey, that could explain one of the main reasons why why this video is out later than usual, because there were updates on this game. Whoa, 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 whoa! I was not done touring you down here. Yeah, I wasn't done. So, you may notice the umbrella colors are related to the actual hearts. Like, for example, all umbrellas that are near this heart are red, and the ones that are near this one are pink, and then near this one, you get the idea. And then the ones that are not near any hearts are pink. Nice touch, right? Yeah, you can tell there's the rose bushes freaking everywhere. I did not know how useful they were going to be. This was, I think, this year, I think it was my first time that I ever used those things in an event. It's crazy how long it took me to actually use those, despite how long they've been in the game. Wait, hold on just 1 second. I want to do one last thing, actually. Did we update the stairs by any chance? Oh, okay. I was curious if we did that already. You may also have noticed that, like the umbrellas, each chair is dedicated to each colored heart. Seriously, nice attention to detail. Okay, we can leave here now. For real this time, I promise. We can actually leave now. There's no reason to go back again. And to prove that's not a joke, we are going to the theme park next, because that's the next closest one nearby. There are only 2 rooms decorated. This and the medieval park. Anyway, I'm not going to bother updating the stairs because it'll already still take forever to clean up. Anyway, the theme park entrance is updated for this party. As you can see, we have the red heart right there, the pink heart right there. Okay, except for this, I never finished it. Can we ever get a break where I don't have to actually fix things? That would be nice. I think, hope to God, that better be the last one. Anyway, as I was just saying, The theme park entrance here, as you can see, is decorated for this party, as it isn't already completely obvious by now. And ultimately, the prize booth isn't updated either. I wasn't planning on doing that, actually. I know, it's kind of tradition that basically almost every event the prize booth is updated, but not this time around. Why not take a break? Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? It looks really pretty. And it really does, actually. It really does look pretty. Dang, it's already 10 p.m. Holy frick, man. Anyway, that is besides the point. Also, speaking of Valentine, there is no Valentine's Day dog this year either. I think we're done with those, actually. That also means no St. Patrick's Day dog. So the first one is Pi Day. On the 14th of March. Anyway, the only other decorated room in the theme park is the medieval park, which this unlocks on February 13th. And that will be the Valentine's Day 2023 Medieval Banner. Now, yep, I'm not joking. This is legit. This is legit. I know there may not be that many around here, but it looks really cool. Yep, it unlocks on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. There's only actually one item on Valentine's Day. And no, it's not this item for once. I think last year, it was. I'm probably going to have to rewatch the year prior. In fact, actually, I might actually go ahead and just rewatch all of them up to this point, actually. Just for the heck of it, because we're about to hit 5 years. Yeah, I might consider doing that after this. I'm not going to lie. I might actually do that. Anyway, that is besides the point. What are your thoughts on this room? And with that being said, we are done here for the theme park, actually. Because, again, those were the only rooms decorated. With that said, we can now move on to the other side of the island. The next room decorated in this party. As you can see, the other side of the island is indeed decorated for this party. And we have another item on February 13th, that being the block of amethyst, to kind of represent the amethyst hearts, and to make your own whenever you want it, even after this event's over. Anyway, that is besides the point. Hold on, I'm responding. Okay, to on the other side of the island. Which actually, we are almost done, actually. I think after this, we only have the Pet Cemetery Mountain, the Pet Cemetery building itself, and lastly, the entire village. And then we're done. That's how small this party truly is. I was not joking around, guys. I really was not joking. This is a pretty small party. And it's so small that not even over here is decorated. And no, because I'm not lazy. No, I'm not lazy. And also, none of this should scream lazy to any of you, because, of course, you can tell how much dedication I've put in. But yeah, as you can see, that's clearly what it is. And I love it. Actually, let me do this too, because why the frick not? There we go. Oh, it's way better. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this room? Comment down below and tell me what you think. With that being said, the hearts here are also really cool as well. I know. There's not really that many regular hearts. So, you know what? Let me do the honors and add one here for the heck of it. Valentine, you mind moving out of the way so I can add that last one? There we go. See? See? I wasn't forgetting about them. I wasn't. And you know what? To prove it again, I will add in a magenta one. To prove that I'm actually not forgetting about the regular hearts as well. There you go. There's your proof. Done. See that? That looks way better. I'm actually just going to get that out of my inventory now so I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the vid. Actually, speaking of which, let me go ahead and get rid of this because I don't need it. Anyway, that is it for the other side of the island. Sorry that I took a bit of time here, but there is some decoration here, as you can clearly see, here. So, yeah, there was a reason to be here for a bit. But now, we can get out of here and officially move on to the Pet Cemetery Mountain. Oh hey, there's no reason to ride the railroad this time because we just made our way up here extremely quickly. Yeah, I know, that kind of breaks tradition. But we were so close to being up here, that we didn't even need to take the minecart. But also, that would waste so much more time in the video. Oh, if we do it next time, if I'm near it. Anyway, here is the, balcony. No, sorry. Here is the Pet Cemetery Mountain. Actually, I'm going to be real with you. This was the real last room I decorated before filming. But the balcony was the second to last. Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on with that. Okay. I was seeing if he replied again. Anyway, that's besides the point. As you guys can see, we are almost done with this tour and we're only 27 minutes in. Like, literally. That proves how small this party truly is. I didn't even bother updating the windows because I did not feel like doing that. Again, not because I'm lazy. I wasn't planning to. And you can tell all of over there is not updated. And I wasn't planning to do that either. I didn't want to go all out again because I realized it took forever to clean up the party last year. It truly did. And this will be available on also February 12th. Yep, that will also be available on February 12th alongside the pants. So, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So we'll have to come back here on the February 13th episode to be able to collect that. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this room? It looks really, really pretty. Like, it truly does if you look at it. It truly does look like a beautiful room, and, I truly like it. It's a really beautiful room, as you can clearly see. I put a lot of dedication into it. Now, of course, with also those amethyst hearts being up there, you're probably wondering, how the heck does this room look like? Well, it was officially, for real this time, the last room I decorated in this party. Before filming. Like, literally right before filming. I realized I was about to start recording, and then I realized I didn't decorate this room, so I rushed up here immediately and decorated it very quickly. And then went back down to the sign to hit record. So that's what actually happened. I'm going to be real here. Also, the downstairs is the only room decorated, as up here is not updated. I should really update up there again very soon. I probably will maybe next to that. Anyway, we have a good majority of the dogs here. I know, I need to go put them back in their actual spots. And hey, there's heart from last year. Well, not on the day we did the party. No, it was on Valentine's Day. Of course. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this room? Comment down below and tell me what you guys think of this. Because it is really, really cool. I truly do appreciate what I did. And I know most of these cars are rehashed from the 2018 party. Like, majority of these cars are just ripped right from that party. But remember what I said earlier at the balcony? I wanted to do a little callback to that party. Because, again, that was the first Valentine's Day party, and it's been half a decade almost since the first one. So, yeah. Again, remember what I said earlier at the balcony and right here as well. But anyway, that is it for this room. There's really not much else to say about it. So now we can actually use the railroad this time. Because now we're actually going to use it over here to make our way down to the subway. So first off, let me just go ahead and find the minecart. Where the frick is the minecart? Oh, there's minecart. Woo! Yep, we're going to the village. Yep, you can probably already tell what crazy decorating is. Oh, even if it just right on the side, you can still knock it out. But you know what? Maybe it is the better that it goes over there. To the mountain. Anyway, it's probably already obvious to you guys that the subway wasn't even going to be decorated to begin with. I will put this here, though. And ta-da! The last area in this party. Anyway. True. Tell them I'm at the village, which proves the event tour is about to end. Well, very soon at least. As you can see, yeah, you can tell. I think last year... If I recall last year, if I recall correctly, I'm going to try and guess without looking at video footage. I'm going to say it was red or purple. I'm going to guess either one of those two colors, if I recall last year. Either red or purple. I'm going to do this without looking at video footage right now. I'm going to guess it's either red or purple. Or maybe even magenta last year, actually, you know, now that I think about it. I'm going to say magenta, red, or purple was the decorations in this room last year. I hope I'm right with one of those three guesses. Anyway, this is the only room outside of the resort to have these little heart, you know, marks on the floor. Anyway, you can tell most of the snow is still here. Anyway, we got even more streamers, and we got all the rose-themed hearts, which are technically new, but they're only exclusive to this room. I don't know why I didn't do it anywhere else. Anyway, that is besides the point. What are your thoughts, though, on this room? The village. This area. The village is just a great room. First off, clothes shop is not decorated. I wasn't planning to. But the rest of the rooms are decorated in here. Such as the coffee shop. As you can see, it is decorated for Valentine's Day. And, that looks really sweet. With that being said, what are your thoughts on this room? Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Because it looks really sweet. Let's move on to the next room. That being the library. Oh, I didn't get a chance to show you over here. My bad. We have the white heart down here as well. Yeah, looks absolutely pretty. It looks so pretty. And, it looks so freaking awesome. We even have another amethyst heart. That's the only one here, by the way. And yes, you can even see the roses inside the frozen fountain. Which, yeah, will be gone in a few weeks. Because it'll change back to just water. Because all the snow would have been melted. Yep, 3 more weeks with the snow, guys. Anyway. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Tell me what you think of the village. Looks so pretty. Let's move on to the library. I know, this doesn't really have that much decoration. I wasn't really planning on doing much, so if you're curious why. Anyway, that is really cool. Alright, with that being said. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that. Actually, no, I won't. Anyway, what are your thoughts of this room? Please comment down below and tell me what you think. I know these rooms may sound a little lacking, which I do greatly apologize if they are. Oh, and this one I just straight up didn't do. I hope this is the last time I have to put up with this. See? Wasn't that hard. It truly wasn't. And that's good. It truly wasn't that hard. And I forgot to mention to bed. Done. So that's how the room's actually supposed to look. I know, it's pretty lacking. And I do greatly apologize if it is. But that's not unless we do this. Ha! That's much better. Yeah, there we go. Is that much better? I know. Looks beautiful. At least I think so. Alright. Moving on from this room, we have the final room in this party. And I'll keep these out just in case. Now, this one is actually decorated. Actually, that'll be the only one I place. And yes, there is a white heart on the floor, because why not? And this one's actually complete outside of what I just placed there. But granted though, that was before I thought of doing that. Anyway, yeah, that has stuff from like 2018 and 2019 or something. Or maybe even later than that. Anyway, that is it for this entire Valentine's Day party. Yep, after 37 minutes, we are done. Yep, that is it for this party, guys. I'm not joking. That's it. We're done. Of course, we'll have the daily items, of course, leading up to Valentine's Day. But outside of that, that is every room in this party. So once again, you can definitely tell this is way smaller compared to the previous year. And again, now it just makes me want to go back and rewatch all the previous ones, including this one up to this point, to truly see how they've really evolutionized. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode on February 13th, where we are going to be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the statue area. Or just the statue sanctuary on February 13th, which, for those curious, is where all of those statues are, all the way over there. I'll catch you all next time. And what is your favorite room of this Valentine's Day party? Is it any better than last year? Comment down below and tell me what you think. See you next time, guys. And remember to like and subscribe.